This is one plant. 10 potatoes off it, plus a few small ones we didn't count. We never hillied this bed. Not once, all season. If you've grown potatoes, you know that's the one thing everybody tells you to do. Mound the soil up around the stems, twice, 3 times through the summer. Every guide says it. We skipped it entirely, and this is what came out. We also never sprayed for blight. And we dug these on the 11th of October, after weeks of rain, which is exactly when potatoes are supposed to rot in the ground. We didn't find a single rotten one. Here's the whole trial, and what we'd do differently. We planted 5 varieties, all ordered from Britain, all bred for disease resistance. 6 seed potatoes, each of Sarpo Mira, Blue Danube, Axona, and Kifli. And about 20 plants of Sarpo Mira, which is the one this whole family is bred from. The bed itself was nothing special. We deliberately didn't baby it. And that's the point. If you want to know whether a variety is actually good, you don't grow it in perfect conditions. You grow it in bad ones and see what survives.
Do you hear that? My sanity.
Let's go through them. Sarpo Mira.
6 seed potatoes went in.
1 full crate came out. Blue Danube. Same 6, same crate. Blue skin, and the one everybody asks about when they see the basket. Axona. 6 in, a crate out, pink-skinned.
Kifli.
This one's the early variety of the group. 6 in, a crate out. And here's the honest summary of those 4. The yields were more or less identical. Nothing separated them. If you're choosing between them, choose on skin color or on how they cook, because on yield there was nothing in it. Then Sarpo Mira itself. This is where it got interesting. Look at the haulm on this. Enormous. Thick stems, and it stayed green long after everything else had gone over. It flowered for weeks. It even set true seed. You can see the berries on it. What finally killed the tops wasn't disease. It was frost. That is the thing I want you to take from this video. On a variety that isn't blight-resistant, the tops go black in August in a wet year, and the crop stops there.
Do you hear that? My sanity about to break while everyone I know's out.
Ours went into October and only stopped when the temperature did. The best plants gave us 10 tubers each. Some gave 5 or 6. A few were poor, and that's normal. You don't get 20 out of 20. But when a single plant hands you 10 good potatoes, with no hilling and no spraying, that's a variety worth keeping. One more trial, and this one didn't go the way we hoped. Earlier in the season, in July, we dug 10 plants of a different variety, a drought-tolerant mid-early type, just to see what was down there. 10 plants gave us a little under 4.5 pounds, 5 or 6 tubers each. We never hillied this bed. Not once, all season. If you've grown potatoes, you know that. And most of them small. For a drought-tolerant variety in a dry summer, that's a thin result, and we're not going to pretend otherwise. The soil wasn't bone dry, so more might have bulked up if we'd waited. On flavor, though, we'd give it 5 out of 5. So it stays in the garden, just not as our main crop. Here's what the season actually taught us. Hilling is not the requirement everyone says it is. If your seed is planted deep enough and your tubers aren't pushing up into the light, you can skip it. We did, on 20 plants, and got 10 tubers off the best of them. Blight resistance isn't a marketing word. The proof isn't on the packet. It's in October, when your tops are still green and your neighbors went black in August. And digging late in wet weather is survivable, if the variety can take it. 11th of October, after weeks of rain, and no rot. What we'd change, we'd dig the early variety later, and we'd plant more Sarpo Mira and less of everything else. Next season, we're weighing every plant properly, so you'll get real numbers instead of crate counts. Subscribe so you don't miss it.